Hello, English learners. Welcome to our channel, where we make learning English fun and interactive. I'm Emma, and today I'm super excited to team up with my co-host Alex to dive into a juicy news article about U.S. politics.
Thanks, Emma. In this lesson, we'll read the article together, pick up some cool vocabulary, and break down what it all means. This lesson is perfect for intermediate level learners, so let's get started.
This article, titled Trump-Musk Alliance Collapse, is adapted from a piece published by the New York Times on June 6, 2025. It covers a major fallout between President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk.
Sounds dramatic, right? Don't worry, we'll break it down sentence by sentence. You can follow along with the PDF version, linked in the description. It has the article and vocabulary notes. Emma, you read first, and I'll explain the words and meaning.
Awesome, let's start. I'll read one sentence, then ask you about the highlighted words and what it means. Viewers, follow along on the screen or in the PDF. The key words are in orange. Here's the first sentence. In June 2025, the once strong alliance between President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk unraveled due to mounting tensions. Alex, can you explain alliance unraveled and mounting? And what's this sentence all about?
Sure thing. Let's start with alliance. It means a partnership formed to work together, like between people or groups. For example, the companies formed an alliance to build a new phone. Synonyms are partnership, coalition, and antonyms include rivalry and conflict.
Great! I've heard alliance used in games, like teaming up in Fortnite. Just don't confuse it with ally. An ally is a person, group, or country that offers support or help, while an alliance refers to the relationship or bond itself.
Your explanation was really clear. Here are two more examples to help us understand the difference. The two countries formed an alliance to fight climate change. France was an ally of the U.S. during the American Revolution. Next, let's take a look at the word unravel. Unravel means that something falls apart or fails, like a plan that doesn't work out. It also has a literal meaning, especially with thread or fabric. Imagine a sweater made of yarn. If you pull on one end of the thread, the sweater starts to unravel. It comes apart. For example, the sweater unraveled after it got caught on a nail. From this literal meaning, we get its figurative meaning. When a plan, relationship, or situation begins to fall apart, we also say it unravels. For example, their friendship unraveled after the argument. The company's plan unraveled due to poor communication.
Ooh, like when my study group unraveled because we couldn't agree on a time? What about the word mounting?
Mounting means something is increasing or rising, often gradually and sometimes causing concern. Imagine a pile of papers stacking up on your desk. It's slowly mounting. That's the idea. One thing adds on top of another, and it builds up. Some common examples include mounting pressure, pressure that keeps increasing. She's under mounting pressure at work. Mounting tension, tension that keeps getting worse. There was mounting tension between the two teams. Mounting costs, rising costs. The project was canceled due to mounting costs.
Got it. So, what does this sentence mean overall?
It's saying that by June 2025, what used to be a strong relationship between Trump and Musk started to fall apart because tensions between them kept building up.
I see. I think partnerships unravel when people have different goals. Like, have you ever had an alliance that faced mounting issues?
Oh yeah, my group project last semester had mounting stress, and our alliance almost unraveled. Viewers, have you had an alliance that broke down? Share in the comments.
Next sentence. Trump's decision to withdraw a Musk associate from consideration for NASA leadership sparked a public feud. Alex, what's feud and what's this sentence saying?
A feud is a long, bitter argument. Think of it like this. It's more serious than a disagreement. A feud keeps going over time and often becomes personal. People involved in a feud usually refuse to make peace. For example, the family feud over money lasted for years.
This reminds me of the popular American TV game show called Family Feud, which people really loved. Here is a fun fact about the show. Even though the show is called Family Feud, it's all in good fun. There's no real fighting. The name is just a play on words, based on the idea of two families battling it out in a game.
Interesting. Now, I bet you won't forget what this word means. Can you think of a few synonyms for the word feud?
Of course. These are a few words I immediately think of when I hear feud: conflict, fight, rivalry, and dispute.
Good job. This sentence means Trump chose to cancel the nomination of someone close to Musk for a top NASA position. That move started a very public argument between them.
That makes sense. A big decision like that would spark a feud. What's a decision that could start a feud in, say, a classroom?
Maybe picking a team leader unfairly. Viewers, what might spark a feud where you are? Tell us below.
Here's the third sentence. Musk's vocal opposition to a Trump-supported domestic policy bill further strained their relationship, leading to a dramatic fallout. Alex, can you break down the words strain and fallout and explain what this sentence means?
Strain means to put pressure on something, either physically or emotionally. For example, lifting heavy boxes strained my back. It means the back muscles were overworked or hurt. Another example would be the long-distance relationship strained their marriage. In other words, the distance created emotional pressure in the relationship. Strain can also be used as a noun, which means stress or pressure that something or someone experiences. For example, the flu put a strain on the hospital's resources, or he felt a lot of strain during exam week. That is to say, he felt stressed and overwhelmed.
I got one. Working long hours put a strain on my health.
Well done. Viewers, your turn. Can you come up with a sentence using the word strain? Now let's look at the next word. Fallout. Fallout refers to the bad results or consequences that happen after a major event, usually something negative like a disagreement, scandal, or mistake. It originally comes from nuclear fallout, the dangerous radioactive particles that fall out of the sky after a nuclear explosion. Over time, it developed a figurative meaning too. It describes the negative aftermath of a situation, what happens as a result of a conflict or major decision.
So, this sentence means Musk openly criticized a bill that Trump supported. This added more stress to their relationship, eventually causing a big and dramatic breakup between them.
Exactly. It's like when you argue with a friend, and the strain leads to fallout, like not talking anymore.
Been there. Have you had strain or fallout from a disagreement, Alex?
Yeah, I have. Once, a close friend and I had a big disagreement about a group project. It definitely put a strain on our friendship for a while. There was a bit of fallout. We didn't talk much afterward, but after some time and coffee, we cleared things up and got back on good terms.
That's good to know. Let's move on to the next sentence. This collapse deepened the rift between them, disrupting a remarkable partnership that had helped propel Trump to the White House. Alex, what are rift and propel, and what's the sentence about?
Rift is when there's a serious break or separation in a relationship. Like in the example, the argument created a rift between friends.
Or a rift between siblings after a fight. Think of it like a crack or gap that forms when people stop getting along.
Exactly. And it can be even used literally, like in nature. For example, a rift in the Earth's surface formed after the quake. Here the word rift refers to a physical split or crack in the ground. Synonyms of rift include split, breach, break, and division, while its antonyms are unity, agreement, harmony, and reconciliation. In this part of the sentence, this collapse deepened the rift between them. It means that the breakup made the division or tension between Trump and Musk even worse. Next, let's explore the word propel. Its literal meaning is to physically push something forward. such as how an engine propels a boat through the water. It also has a figurative meaning, which means to motivate, encourage, or drive someone toward action or success. For example, the team's hard work propelled them to victory.
What propels you, Alex? For me, coffee propels my mornings.
Well, my goals propel me. But yeah, a rift with a friend can slow you down.
Cool. Let's go back to the sentence. This collapse deepened the rift between them, disrupting a remarkable partnership that had helped propel Trump to the White House. So it means their fallout made the divide between them even worse, and it ruined a once powerful partnership that had actually helped Trump become president.
That's correct. It shows how their past success turned into a big rift.
Let's read the last sentence. The breakdown highlighted the fragility of their collaboration, marked by ambition but undermined by conflicting priorities. Alex, can you explain the word fragility and tell me what this sentence means?
Of course. Fragility means something can break or fall apart easily, like it's not very strong. It comes from the adjective fragile, which you might already know. For example, the fragility of the glass made it risky. You can think of it as similar to weakness or delicacy. The opposite would be things like strength or durability. This sentence says that the end of their relationship showed how fragile and unstable their partnership really was. Even though they were both ambitious, their different goals and priorities got in the way.
Well done, viewers. That's the end of the article. You rocked this lesson. You read a news article, learn important words, and got the story's meaning with us. Now, let's read the article aloud together to practice your pronunciation, intonation, and overall fluency. Feel free to pause and shadow me whenever you need. Trump-Musk Alliance collapse. In June 2025, the once strong alliance between President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk unraveled due to mounting tensions. Trump's decision to withdraw a Musk associate from consideration for NASA leadership sparked a public feud. Musk's vocal opposition to a Trump-supported domestic policy bill further strained their relationship, leading to a dramatic fallout. This collapse deepened the rift between them, disrupting a remarkable partnership that had helped propel Trump to the White House. The breakdown highlighted the fragility of their collaboration, marked by ambition, but undermined by conflicting priorities.
You did awesome in this lesson. Keep practicing these words to boost your English fluency. Grab the PDF in the description for the article and vocabulary notes. Comment which word was your favorite or toughest. If you had fun, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more English lessons.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.